For the community now, an opportunity for families with autistic children to learn about the services available, as well as to raise overall awareness of autism. Join us now is Dr. Stephanie Sokolowski with S&S Behavioral Consultants, as well as Officer Sergio Ruiz and Joy Gonzalez with Harlingen Police Department. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon.
You're welcome.
An important topic. So, Dr. Sokolowski, you work with patients who are autistic.
I do.
How do you diagnose these patients? What are some of the symptoms that you see?
Actually, for people with autism of all ages, you're going to see a social deficit or a social difference. For young children, it could be they don't make eye contact. It could be they may be nonverbal. It could be they're very verbal. And for adults, you're going to see similar things in terms of they might have trouble making friends, trouble figuring out how to manage a conversation. But there's also going to be a repetitive interest, something that they're so interested in and they know all about it. They learn all about it. So those are the two main characteristics.
And how does this take a toll on some families? Why is it so important for these families to find support, maybe other families who have children with similar disability?
Right. It's very helpful for families to find each other, also to find community opportunities that are available, because some of these individuals have behaviors that are really difficult, and many family members just don't know exactly how to deal with it. And so if they can get help from a community person who's well trained, that helps the family member do better and help their individual have a better life.
Well, speaking of community, you work very close with the Harlingen Police Department. Officer Ruiz, you guys actually have specialized training that has been provided to the police department to help officers better respond to a person who is autistic.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have several different courses that we go through, whether it's the crisis intervention training or even a autistic training class that we have at the Harlingen Police Department. It kind of helps us to gather that there are certain likes and dislikes, and certain children will respond better to different tactics, whether it's coming up to them and approaching them, or maybe keeping our distance a little bit more and trying to build that rapport through the database that we've created to tend to their needs.
Yeah, Officer Ruiz, can you explain more about this database that the Harlingen PD has? It includes information that's provided by family members to learn more about the child, whether autistic or has other special needs.
On the database that we have, it's just simple questions that we have on the worksheet, just name, age, date of birth, likes and dislikes, just stuff that we'll be able to answer or have in case we have to go to that address, and it will alert the officer there is an autistic child that actually lives here.
Yeah, like you guys were telling me off camera, some autistic children are very specific and maybe not liking to be touched, so you would know this if it was on that paper. And lastly, you're having an event on Saturday. The whole community is invited.
That's right. From 9 to 12 at Lansing Hill Park, and everybody's invited, particularly if you have a family member with autism. It'll be fun.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.